Ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? This is Conover,
And I'm Ringru. Hello, hello, hello.
and we promised you more Herr Robert Super League, and we have delivered today on the luscious, hedgerow-held, fielded, well, battlefield. You really got away from me. Of Omaha, we have ourselves a next gruesome twosome facing off. Rang, who do we have?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Bumblebee Potato as the Large Armor Division. And on the right-hand side, we have DuroSVK as third Fouchjager.
So I think already one thing I can probably say without too much shame is this probably would be the only time you can use a Crusader AA tank in your starting lineup and have it be worthwhile.
Yes, I mean, you got the Fouchjagers to blow up with those Crusader AA, and also any airplanes that do come out. So it's a lovely double-piece unit. The only thing it has to worry about the Crusader AA piece is potential Fiat, or the Panzer L6s, but no Panzer L6s, DuroSVK, also the AT guns, but it's pretty obvious.
There's a lot of pop guns there too,
So,
anyway.
and then also Panzer Shreks and Panzer Faust, but it's actually probably quite a lot out the Crusader AA have to be worried about ground rays, but he can, if it gets first shot, it's got 220 mils, he's not messing around. He's going akimbo.
And but look at the line of sight though too. Even a lot of those hedgerows, you still have a couple hundred meters of range.
Yeah, yeah.
Which means you're outside of the Panzer Shrek range, which means you're outside of most, well, really anything that's going to terrify you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh man, I was going to have a very pithy remark to come after that, but I cannot think of it at all. But the soft skin, yeah, Crusaders are perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, nothing really too surprising, I would say, overall. I think the overload is quite apparent.
Yeah.
The guards are going hardcore on that northern side. And in the southern town, of course, Germans are going to give that up and seize their own town. I always kind of felt like Omaha was a little bit Western favored here.
Uh, yeah, a
I
little
mean,
bit, because you got the town. That's a pretty good
yeah,
town to hold. I would
yeah.
say it's a little bit Western favored.
And the arterials coming on in too. The arterials
Mm-hmm.
definitely favor, I would argue, the western side. Yes, it seems a little bit out of the way from the north, but you have easier reinforcement points behind on the front lines, and frankly, I think you have better contact towards high value portions of the battlefield.
Yeah. I definitely agree in that. Yeah, at the same time, for East, you do have like a nice middle town that kind of takes up the whole bloody map. That's a pretty decent position, but
Hmm.
it's not as, I don't know, usually, the big fights happen along the flank per se. But yeah, we just got DuroSVK. He's got a lot of Fouchjagers. Surprise, surprise.
Mm.
And he's just deploying them all over the bloody place.
I am surprised by how passive his deployment is.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Bumblebee not going too crazy either. I mean, he's just gonna slowly start moving through up north with his little armored column, you could say, with some motorized rifles. It's gonna be a very good map for third Fallträger because you got lots of lovely places used as Pupchins and Panzerschrecks, and the Fallträgers are gonna be absolutely deadly in these tree-lined engagements, especially just against guard armored infantry.
Well, it is also worth noting the Crusader AA tank has already had tracks on wheels destroyed, so
Oof.
as great as it was to have that mobile fire kind of support, ooh, my guess is he's going to go down pretty quickly. Ooh, oh wait, this Humber's moving on in. He's a very, very plucky little
Oof.
fellow. Panzer Shrek, it's up. It's shot. It's good.
You
And now we
better
have a Stewart
check
here, too.
yourself
And your
before you...
engine stall. This could be absolutely... Oh my god.
Whoa! Look at that go. That was... Damn, that
Shocking.
pretty much shut down the entire Guard Armored push. Guard Armored doesn't really have anything to cover their infantry, and so the Fallträgers can easily mop up anything else. So that was some quite big losses in a short amount of time.
Well,
For
there's another
Bumble.
Crusader tank coming on in, and yep, Duro's going to be ruling by Fiat. There comes that
Oh,
L6.
yeah, there we go. Mamma mia, Papa Pia. Here's a great Italian tank of Ria.
Jeez.
That was pretty bad.
That's okay. You're matching up to my thing from before. We're all set. Um, Down to the south, there's a little desultory fighting down south, but I think both players know there's no reason for me to try to engage over, 600 meters of open ground.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Crusaders down
defensive
too.
units. Oh, damn.
What killed the Crusader? It wasn't the
think-
Shrek. Probably that the L41.
It was, yeah, the 41 just had a barely line of sight on it. It's
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
absolutely dirty line of sight.
But to a certain extent, that's we should expect from
Exactly.
DuroSVK. This guy is on point.
Mm-hmm. And this is
Cromwell being brought to the north. I'm sorry, please
no,
go
this
ahead.
is this is a very good map for these like small pack guns because they got nice fire rate. You can stick them in good areas, and even in close range, they're really deadly. And they got the veterancy as well.
Well, it's finally one of those times where having a small armor penetration value doesn't matter because like you said, you are in so close.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes these so nice on this map. And this is like this map is perfect engagement distance for Feldjäger. As I find Feldjäger, the division, they
Hmm.
really like engagements where you shoot from 100 to 500 meters.
Well, for obvious reasons, though, too. I mean, you have
Mm-hmm.
the Lichte MG34.
Yep, you got the Feldjägers just destroy infantry, and just as long as you're not under 100 meters, you got Pupchins, you got Panzerschrecks, you got small AT guns, you got your autocannons and the Panzer L6s. They're really good in that close, not too close, medium engagement distances, and this map is pretty much all about that. They're Guard armored. If they can, you know, get enough armor, I mean, you can pretty much solve all problems with a judicious amount of Shermans thrown into it, and you can do that with Guard armored. So we'll see how it goes.
That first L6 is an absolute nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Fired 4 rounds off, killed a half track. I mean, good God.
Yeah. That Italian autocannon is not to be trifled with.
Cromwell's starting to be engaged right now by this Gerlich, and I would not be too comfortable if I was that Cromwell.
Nope, but he's gonna get the shot off and kaboom.
Yes, he does. Now I'm wondering, can you get that Shrek? Will the Shrek get in range? If he goes around that backwards L that we've got going on there, that would
Oh
be
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it would just be enough range to Shrek the Cromwell. You do have infantry being brought in, so maybe he'll spot him first. It is pretty tight. Yeah, I do like this Feldjäger on the southern side of that northern area. That's a really good position to get into. A little bit far supply line rise. I mean, how the road works is a bit wonky, but it's a good position to have nonetheless.
Well, and one half track goes down already, so I think he was still able to offload his infantry, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, and they're going to move in on the L6 with Piotr, and he very wisely decides to back away ever so slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the motorized rifle's gonna get a Piat shot off at least. And he shouldn't miss it at range. Like that's I mean
He shouldn't.
He
but-
shouldn't, but I don't wanna hold my breath. I'm also not very good at holding my breath.
Yeah, I was never pretty good at swimming underwater. I kept trying to breathe. Mommy, I have gills. No, I don't. It's up though. Crew knocked out.
go.
So he got a crew knocked out with a Cromwell, but he dies in his moment of glory.
Yeah. But
Down to the south. Wow, the Germans have completely pushed through. They've
Oh.
broken.
oh. I think off map helped, yeah.
Oh, there's an off-map, isn't there?
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
I
a
didn't
lot
see
off
that.
map. So it's off map to
Yeah.
town. Feldjäger's cleaned things up, and I mean he got out town pretty easily it seems. And as we all know, this southern town, once you hold it, easy peasy. Especially for third Feldjäger. Just put some guys in the actual town area, some Panzerschrecks along the edges, kaboom, you're good.
Exactly.
The enemy, not so much.
Yeah, but I figure that's probably pretty rare that you really care what the enemy wants to do.
Exactly. Yeah, up north it's not looking good for Feldjäger, as Bumblebee is pushing through, and once he gets past this like hedgerowy middle area, it's much more open, and that is more beneficial
Exactly why you're
for
seeing
his armor.
Anti-tank guns being rushed in though too.
Yeah, but that's a lot of AT guns. There's both Gerlichs.
They're both Garlic. Yeah. Oh no, 2 stars. Wait a second. No, they're not.
I think they both might be Gerlichs.
I think one's a pack 38.
You can't get pack 30.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Don't they get one pack 40?
I think that's until B phase.
Okay, I think yeah. Okay. Oh, that Sharpschützen over here as well to kind of keep the infantry back. That's a decent call.
That's a
it's
good
not
call.
perfect, but it's decent. Weapons jammed already. Okay, so the second Crusader comes on in. Weapons jammed. And killed. Wow, that was fast. These anti-tank guns have been brilliant, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been spottedly brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna get killed, but he pretty much paid himself off, I believe, in killing the... Yeah, Crusader A is 70
That's way more than
points.
enough. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he's so point efficient in that regard. And the sniper, sniping people, he's pretty good at sniping people. Surprise, surprise. I really miss how, like before they patched it out, the German sniper just used an anti-tank rifle instead of like a Gewehr 43 with a scope.
Oh, it wasn't unheard of to use anti-tank
I
weapons
know.
as anti-personnel. I mean, geez. Then wait, aren't there some boys AT rifles over on the Allied side? I want to say.
Not uh, their own vehicles, but they're not like
Yeah.
snipers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, by the way, 210 does rotate completely from the south to the north. I think this is also a really good call too. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get that necessary, I think, distance that he wants to drop artillery on that, forward area.
Yeah, he can
It's
only hit the
super
Humber.
close.
He can only really hit the Humber from, yeah.
Oh, he's going to try desperately to get something on there. Maybe get some distance shooting.
Yeah. But this is really good for Bumble. Oh, damn, if that Cromwell goes down, his Northern assault really fumbles, but... Oof,
No,
it's
he's not going to
close.
go down. He's going to get machine gunned. Yep, there we
And
go.
kaboom.
But he was getting enough time for the Fallschirmjägers to get on in, so maybe they can get a Shrek or two off.
Nope.
I don't know.
No, are they close enough to the half track? No, they
Not
actually running
150.
away from the
50,
half
50
track.
miles, 50 meters away. And another AT gonna be brought on in. Good lord. Oh, but the
Damn.
L6, okay, the L6 is gonna be helpful though.
Yeah. The off map coming in might be enough to kill a Humber, which would be decentish. But that Cromwell, yeah, is still the main threat for DuroSVK. And damn, that's a
Yep.
lot of like Pack 41s. He must have run out of Pack 41s by now.
I think he's got his last couple ones moving
Yeah.
on in. So here's one being popped on out. Another one's right there too. And the first one is just barely out of range. In fact, he's getting engaged right now by the infantry Cromwell, and that if he goes down before even getting a shot off, that'd just be heartbreaking.
Yeah. But he's in a really good position that Bumblebee has up north. I mean, once
Wow.
damn, kaboom. But once you get, oh yeah, we got off map a little bit closer this time. But once, Duro brings in some more motorized rifles, maybe like another tank or two. You're right now trying to pop his boat in the like northern, like right,
North
Fouchakers
central?
in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, north central. But the Fouchakers aren't going to enjoy being shot at by all these machine guns on bulletproof vehicles. As Fouchakers don't like being shot at from bulletproof vehicles.
Yeah, they're kind of strange like that.
Yeah, they are kind of strange like that.
I
Very
do wonder if we
picky.
can get away with a couple of like short infantry rushes to get in there, try to get something off onto that steward.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, he's gonna
could.
he might be able to.
Oh, maybe.
He's considering it. I can see it practically in my mind's eye. Northern artillery strike takes out the Humber and blows apart the infantry.
Damn.
Yet now we have a half track and a retreating Cromwell.
Yeah, the Cromwell, yeah, they're both going to be able to get out of there alive, but it has to give Duro enough time to get to the next tree line, which would be a perfect defensive position.
And as much as you want to go and say that this bulge is being popped, it's still holding up for an awful long time. It's been
Yeah.
55-45. I'm surprised actually that there has been as much forward movement for the Fallschirmjägers as there have been.
Yeah, I think, yeah, down south, though, he is losing the town, as, well, Mortar's doing quite a good amount of work. The Fouchakers are being forced to retreat, so that's going to definitely give Bumblebee some breathing room down south. And oh look, Fouchakers knock out Stuart in middle, or one of the Stuarts.
There we go. And another Shrek's going to be coming on out in a second from number... Okay, that's a half-track kill. So we have the other Fallschirmjäger has one Shrek left, and I think he's got the name... He's got that Stuart's got his name on it, man.
Yeah. Oh god, the Stuart's getting in really close, but the motorized rifle's getting in closer. Oh.
Oh, hand-to-hand combat. Internal fragments. Man.
Yeah.
Hero Fallschirmjägers.
Yeah.
There is an off-map coming on in, though, from the guard side, and the others will be perfectly placed on top of that infantry. Looks like the infantry might be able to get forward enough. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's going pretty good for Bumblebee now. He's starting to regain some momentum after losing quite a bit of ground in A phase. And it really comes down to, can he get the Guard Armored tanky Death Blob? Yeah, he has lost quite a few tanks already. I mean, lost that one Stuart in the second Stuart. He's been forced to fall back and get completely resupplied.
We're having a small L6 rush to the north. And against that infantry, that'll do rather well, I would think. Cromwell continues to be an issue, though, I would say.
Yeah, but with the L6 can just get close enough to the Cromwell, and none of his infantry have PH.
Yes.
So, I mean, he probably doesn't know yet, because he's probably guessing as... I mean, you don't want to assume that as PH, if you don't know. But, if he was to rush through, that Cromwell would be pretty buggered.
Well, then, do you know for sure is that... we just see a half-track taking some internal fragments on the south. There's just so many crits in this particular match.
Mm-hmm.
But we do see from the south, there's a Stroke down there, so even if he's lost the town, I don't think he's going to lose the war here.
No. And the Stugs... gonna be enough to knock out that Humber, most likely.
I would hope so.
Yep.
Be dreadfully underpowered if it didn't.
That'd be pretty sad at that range not to be able to kill it. And not kill it he shall. Or shall not.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how you look at it.
Oh, you're talking about glass half full or glass half empty?
There's just a glass, that's all I know.
Depends what the glass has in it.
Is it opaque? Is it transparent?
True.
Yeah.
Many, many questions must be asked of this glass.
Yeah.
We are going to see a Sherman being brought on in, and that's going to be a bit harder for the Germans to deal with.
Yeah. Even that OP Sherman is still pretty nasty. With just some machine guns.
Yeah, and that's one thing we always kind of touch on occasionally.
Yeah.
But those Trip MGs are absolutely devastating.
Mm-hmm. Like, we've seen them a few times with the French armoured, making pretty good use of those Sherman OPs. Especially against third Feldjäger, where it's mainly just off targets. Small enough, and the off-map artillery is more unuseful. The fire support Cromwell, yo, not having time for his life.
Bailed out.
Yes, he's getting pizza delivery right to his doorstep.
Yes. Are you sure it's pizza delivery? So his tank looks more like Swiss cheese right now.
You could put so many pasta through those hose.
Yeah,
so much. I just really want pasta at the moment, to be frank. So,
well, nice to meet you, Frank. In the meantime, Gerlich is going to be able to engage this Sherman 5 from close range. Driver wounded. This could be strange to see. This is like a hellscape up here.
What
There's machine gun
going
flying
on?
everywhere. Crews knocked out. Drivers wounded.
This is I'm just seeing tracers.
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
just seeing
madhouse.
tracers.
And you know what's coming in?
What?
E1.
Oh
as
boy.
it should. As it should.
Really get the kill? Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Oh my god.
Do you
Dude,
see
we
all
are
the
in club
bounces?
here. Yeah.
It's all the bounces off the Sherman. It's like a bloody bouquet.
Well,
No, we
the
got
only
the
thing about
Panzer
this-
Shrek, yo.
He's not going to get there in time. Are you kidding? There's a half track right there.
It's gonna
for
kill
one.
the Cromwell at least.
That's one finally. So there we go.
Finally.
So the L6s have, wasted 150 rounds on that.
Mm-hmm.
But shockingly enough, we still have DuroSVK in control of what needs to be held in control of.
Yep. He's just barely got the territory, and he has the point advantage, so he's still doing pretty good. And Guard Armored hasn't managed to get a death ball yet. Bumblebee is starting to invest in more Sherman, or another Sherman down south. And up north for Duro, it's not looking that good. They only got the 2 L6s and that 1 Feldjäger. Oh, also another L6s. That's you 3 of you.
No, you were right. 2 L6s.
Two L6s now. I'm eventually right.
The Germans might win this one, but they're still going to lose the war. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Ah, spoilers alert. Jeez.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Even if the Germans do win this one, they'll still lose it.
Yeah.
Pioneers down to the south trying to hold back this storm. And good God, I even used a 17-pounder there.
Oof, yep. And he's just knocked on the door on the Stug 3. And the Stug 3 is going to be like, nah, we don't no soliciting.
That was just so perfectly put. It's just like, nah.
Nah, just no, no. We have 8 armor. You have 16. You're double the penetration. Just no, no. And they've got the
Anything?
Sherman down south and all these rifles. It's just maybe enough to rupture. It's really
Yeah,
is
it's
enough
going
to
to.
rupture the southern flank, and it's going to give Bumblebee the very nice +1 point advantage.
Well, and the time it took me to look away, the northern side is getting ruptured as well, to use your terminology.
Yeah.
And not even bringing in this anti-tank gun at wickedly close range would be enough
Is that
to...
another 41?
Yeah, I think so.
How bloody many How many 40 runs does he have? That's a ridiculous amount of 40 runs. Like, I haven't even seen that many 40 runs. Sorry, I'm just amazed.
That's fine. You can be amazed. I'm
I
surprised
am
too.
amazed. It's just, huh. I mean, you usually at least see, like, some Poochins at least. The Poochins would have been really good up north. Little red rocket Panzer Shrek thing. Just Trini AP, that's all I need to know about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Kettenwerfer would have been wonderful.
Shot down south.
And oh my gosh, it's blown up.
Is he gonna try and? I mean, he's gonna get. Oh, he might not be.
Nope.
Ah.
Nope. The Luftwaffe Jaeger was like, "I'll show you how it's done."
Oh.
You know, you said sod. I didn't know what you're talking about. I've just you don't see those ever.
You don't really see him often, but whenever I see one, it's like you gotta kill something with the Piat. You just have to.
You're just desperately cheering for him, no matter what.
No matter what. Even if the enemy has run, I'm like, oh, you got a shot. I'm so happy. I mean, I'm not gonna try and get any of my stuff blown up by it. But if it does get blown up by the shot, you know, I'm not gonna. I'll be like, you know, he got me.
Kind of like want to start, cheering for him after the fact. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where the Fallschirmjäger start to fall short, and this is in this phase C. As to use your term, the death ball has come.
Yeah, we got all the tanks, and Feldschäger does not have enough AT on the field. He definitely could have used with. I mean, did he have any Panda Trikes down south?
I think he did early on.
Yeah, early on. He really could have used with more Panda Trikes and Poochins and B1s to not deal with this armor. I mean, he got all those Pack 40 runs, but they've all just kind of keep dying. I mean, he gets some good kills with them, but they still die, and now this northern side is completely ruptured.
Well, it doesn't help that the southern side, there's a Sherman that's just completely got holy aim. Oh my god, look at this. There is a Fallschirmjäger squad who's huddling behind that wall, taking fire from 3 different, armored vehicles. Oh my jeez.
And Bumblebee managing to take it back, and I'm rather surprised because he was not looking good.
No, the first 4 minutes. First 4 minutes, actually, the first 5 minutes, there are 2 German losses, and everything else is guards.
Yeah, I mean, the Crusader, the Stuart, the Humber, those are pretty big losses to lose right off the bat. And pretty much after that, pretty even trade till towards where you got from 11 minutes to 12 minutes, a lot of crap dies. But once you get like towards the end of the match, well, actually no. Yeah, once you get towards the end of the match, all the Feldschäger stuff is just kaput.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Creta's not getting reinforced.
6 Gerlichs were brought to the field today. Well, at least 6 that died.
That's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I believe you can get 8 max in a deck. No, don't quote me on that. Like, legit, don't quote me on that. But anyway, that's a lot of Gerlichs that we saw.
So, folks, you heard it here first. Rang says that you can get. I'm sorry, I was just quoting you. Don't mind me.
I won't quote you on that, yo. But the Feldschäger did pretty good, Mr. Outman.
Yeah.
Damn. He really... Like, those Feldschägers, once you're in position, they're pretty good. But once you get overrun by armor, they're not so good.
Well, one thing I do have to note that it does seem to be there was like 2 girls for every Cromwell. So... you know what?
The girl to Cromwell ratio.
Yeah, exactly. There's a house party, man.
Yeah.
Well, what can I say? Actually, I'm guessing Altman was the one who got that last couple of hero wrecks off.
Yeah.
I don't know. In any case, though, a valiant effort by DuroSVK. Had he been able to hold on to those AT guns, I feel he would have been in such a better position.
Yes, yes. This is he just fell behind in keeping the Guards armored tanks in check, and you don't want that to happen because Guards armored can just we just say every time they just bloody snowball,
Yep.
absolutely snowball.
Yep, it was very much a Pirates Code game over here for DuroSVK. He fell behind, and thus he was left behind.
Aye aye.
All right, but that's going to do it with our coverage, I think, for the Super League for right now. I think we got some more great stuff coming up in the near future. But before I give that away, anything you want to add there, Ray?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, folks, in that case, then tune back in next week for some more great matches. Until then, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.